Hello there, Scorpio. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of July 13th through the 19th. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so what we have coming up for Monday, Scorpio, is we have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card really talks about balancing everything out. So this can really be applying in a lot of different places in your life. It is a major arcana card, so this is kind of a big deal. And so what we're doing on Monday is we're finding those places where we don't feel so completely balanced, and we're working on bringing that balance in. So that can be in our time. We may feel like we're spending more time than we want to working, when we want to spend more time with family, and we're figuring out what's an action plan that we can take so that we can bring that into better alignment, better balance. This also, I've seen this come up as being something in your financial life too. So this can be looking for balance in your financial life. So working on not doing so much impulse spending and really maybe planning more with the budget about where you really want that money to go, so that you're not just spending like crazy as soon as you get paid, and then by the end of the pay period you're just like scrounging, looking around for pennies to go to Jack in the Box to get the cheap tacos that are 2 for 99 cents. So looking for some balance in financial can be something that's coming up here too. So I feel like for some of you it is going to have to do with time and effort. For some of you it is going to be financial. And for some of you, I feel like this is about spirituality too. So some of you are feeling like you would really like to have more time to do some meditating, or more time to do some research or learning about those things that are of the spirit world. And so you're trying to figure out, okay, well, how can I fit that into my life too? So a lot of different ways that this is actually coming in for us Scorpios, but balance coming in, and balance is always a good thing. Good thing. Okay, so Tuesday, what we have showing up for us is the Magician, Scorpio. This is a really, really wonderful card. This card talks about the fact that we can manifest anything that we want, that we have the resources already right in front of us to manifest whatever it is that we want and we need in our lives. For me, I happen to believe in law of attraction. That's my biggest tool. But, you know, everybody has kind of their own different slant on how to manifest things. But this card is a very positive one, saying whatever it is that you need to manifest what you want, you have it right here at your own disposal. So that's a good card. That's Tuesday. Wednesday, we have a Strength card showing up in reverse. I don't like it when the Strength card shows up in reverse, because this really is just saying that there's something that's gone on in our lives that we're kicking our own butts over. So this just talks about a situation that really we didn't have that much control over, and yet somehow we've managed to assign ourselves accountability for it. And when we assigned ourselves that accountability because the situation didn't go well, we've decided, well, that must be because of me. That must be my fault. The reality of the situation is we didn't have near as much control as we like to think that we do. That's just humans in general. But we didn't have near as much control as we like to think, and so we're really beating up on ourselves for nothing. And it's a good time to stop that. So when you recognize that coming in on Wednesday, do what you can to turn that around and to realize that not everything is completely under your control. Kicking our own selves in the butts has never done anything to help anybody else that I'm aware of. I have not seen one case where it helped anybody else. So as long as I haven't seen one case where me kicking myself in the butt has helped anybody else, I'm just going to try to avoid doing that, and I hope you guys will too. All right, so moving on to Thursday, we have the Justice card in reverse. It's interesting because the Sword is what's really catching my eye here. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so Thursday, something is going to be happening that is going to have to do with the truth, and with the truth being twisted or not told at all. And so there are going to be some decisions made on Thursday based on some misinformation. Do I feel like we're making those decisions? We could be. Some of us could be in on that decision-making process. But I feel like most of us are just going to be at the receiving end of this decision-making process. In other words, somebody's going to be making this decision on us based on twisted information or misinformation. Or we're going to be witnessing it as this happens to somebody else. But definitely some misinformation going on Thursday, and that is impacting some decisions that are made. that could impact ourselves or other people's around us. We may even just see it impacting other people around us, and that may be what's actually causing the impact on us. In fact, I feel like for most of us, that's what it's going to be, is we're going to see this happen to somebody else, and we're going to be feeling like, not very happy about the whole situation. Okay, so that is Thursday. Then Friday, what we have coming up is we have the 9 of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups in reverse. What is this telling me in this deck? Okay, so basically 9 of Cups in reverse is just telling me that feeling a little bit of depression. So some of us may be feeling a little bit blue on Friday. Things aren't going exactly the way that we were hoped to. I'm feeling like Friday night plans don't turn out exactly as we would hope to, and so that has us a little bit thrown off, whatever it is we were kind of looking forward to it. And so just feeling a little bit blue about that. It doesn't feel like it's major. It doesn't feel like it's long lasting. It just feels like it's just one of those mundane things in life that just kind of comes up. Okay, so Saturday, what we have showing up is we have the Knight of Coins in reverse. This is telling me that we're not going to be being very responsible with our money on Saturday or with our budget. So if we have a budget, I feel like this is a time when we actually just kind of blow the budget. And then also I feel like if this is a time when we would normally be making income, then this is, instead of doing what we would normally do in a diligent way, we are just kind of letting it slide on Saturday. So that's a couple of different ways that I've seen that manifest. And one is not working so hard to get the income in. The other is just taking the budget and blowing it and just saying, well, I'll just fix that later. Okay? So that's what I see for our Saturdays, Scorpios. And then Sunday, Queen of Cups. I feel like we're going to be feeling good in a good emotional place on Sunday. We're going to be feeling pretty happy. Things are going to be going well for us. It feels like, too, there may be a small amount of hosting or hostessing going on Sunday. So having people over or maybe coordinating some kind of get-together. Coming in on Sunday where you're just making people feel welcome around you, and it just feels like a very good place to be as far as emotionally for Sunday. It feels like you really enjoy the idea of coordinating whatever this thing is, or being the host or the hostess to this thing, and it doesn't feel like a big deal. It feels like a small little thing, maybe having one person over or maybe meeting one person out. It doesn't feel like a huge social event type of thing. Okay, so Scorpio, that is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a private session with me, feel free to check out my website and my services. Once you found the service that you like, go ahead and contact me and we will schedule a session for you as quickly as possible. Normally I do have a little bit of a waiting list. Right now I don't have much of a waiting list, so this would be a good time to schedule a reading and get it pretty quickly. So thank you everybody for watching. I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you all here next week. Peace out.